Hey Soul Fam, Amelia Adia here. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good, I'm doing good, and you know I got a great topic for you today. Let's get into some things. Let's get into some things, Soul Fam. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and apply the knowledge. And we welcome you to some new knowledge, some new beginnings. On this channel, we elevate, we heal, we grow with love, peace, and grace, okay? At our own pace. So let's get into today's topic, Soul Fam. It's heating up. Y'all see I got the fan early. It's heating up, heating up, heating up. Soul Fam, falling short is not failing, okay? Sometimes we fall a little short and we give up on things. We give up on our brand, ourselves, our relationships, and we have to have more straws, okay? We gotta have more straws, so fam. So what that means is we have to have the strength to learn from the mistakes that we made that caused us to fall short, right? If you were doing X, Y, and Z, and you were following your formula, and you were being consistent, and you were showing up every day, and you was trying your best, and you ended up with the short end of the stick, you still ended up with the end of the stick, right? Ooh, is this something new? Let me find out. No, but so fam, you still ended up with the result. Although it wasn't the result you were looking for, or the result that you were anticipating on receiving, you have to be grateful for what it is that you received, because you have to look at the bigger picture here. One is you stepped out and you did something that probably you didn't ever see yourself doing. You tried your best. You followed a formula that you created. That's one. Sometimes we're doing something that we have no idea. We have no idea where it's going. We have no idea how long it's going to take. And when we show up and we give it our all and we fall a little short and we end up, maybe we lost all our funds, maybe we lost all our friends, right? Well, if you lose friends, were they friends to start with? That's a question. But, maybe you've fumbled the ball a little bit and maybe your brand didn't take off and become the biggest brand of all times, or maybe the relationship failed. We have to get back up, Soul Fam. I know it sounds like dust yourself off and try again. I heard that before. And this time when you get up, right? Reflect. Reflect on everything that you did right. See, we so focused on the things that we did wrong, the things that caused the operation to probably sink, but we forget to point out the bigger attributes of what it took, the strength that it took, the creativity that it took, the time that it took to show up for yourself alone is such a big win. So we have to just shift the perspective real quick and realize, like, it's not over. It's not over until it's over. All right, so ma'am, it's not over until it's over. And that's when you'll start to feel pressure. That's when you start to feel some real pressure. There be times when I'm working on certain things and I start feeling the pressure and I'm like, oh, this must be the pressure. The pressure of those doubts coming in, because you're taking a big risk, which means you're gonna have big doubt. And when you have big doubt, babe, that's the pressure that you gotta keep fighting against it, trusting your skill, trusting your word, trusting your faith, trusting your God. Ooh. Come on, Soul Fam. That's the pressure. See, sometimes we don't even know what pressure is. Number one, we are mistaking likes and views for pressure. Likes and views is not pressure, babe. The spirits can't see likes. The spirits don't see views, right? So we gotta understand that the pressure is when you put yourself up against a bigger team, like a bigger threat, rather. When you put yourself up against yourself in a way that you may have never seen it before, right? And you just trust it. Even when it keeps failing, you trust it again, And that's when you want to see pressure start to really fall in, because you probably seen yourself fail. So you're like, You have to get back up. When you fall short so fam, you midway through, you halfway there, and you have to know how to pick up those pieces and keep going and look at your cars differently. Look at everything take a step back and take a look at everything that you did and highlight the pieces, highlight the strengths that you have that you can continue to use to move forward. Because when you succeed in so fam, it's always another step, right? Success isn't one day. Success is a lifestyle. And when you are moving in this new lifestyle, in this new light, in this new mentality, in this new change, there's gonna be some places where you may not have succeeded. But you gotta look at the overall result. You succeeded at taking a chance. You succeeded at putting yourself in a new pair of shoes that no one else is wearing but you. And oftentimes, so fam, there's not a lot of generational success that we have seen. We have to understand the time that we're living in right now. This time that we're living in is only a year too short of 100 years from slavery time. And sometimes we overlook that 100 years as if it's a long time. That wasn't a long time, so fam. We're gonna be the generation that falls short in a lot of areas because we're the first ones that's doing it. We're fighting against a generation of family members who were comfortable with their package. Let's call it their package, right? They finally were able to get jobs. They finally were able to show up in new places. They finally were able to have a little bit of freedom. And what happens when you give someone a little bit of freedom, so fam? It seems like a lot. And so now that we're here, this new generation, we're realizing, wait, that wasn't even freedom. That was step one. So now that you're doing step two and you're creating these brands and you're healing and you expanding your mindset, this is a new time. And there's no right way or wrong way to do it. You just have to do it in a way that works for you. Ooh. And when you do it in a way that works for you and you create a system that's for you, you'll start to see results long term. You may not see no instant results. See, sometimes we be waiting for that instant result, and we waiting for that instant result, and we waiting for that miracle, God don't have a clock. And we forget that God don't have the same clock as us, so he'll know when you're ready. You just have to keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up, baby. And you'll start to see in time, so fam, that the things that you thought were perfectly fine needed a little bit of refining, right? You had a couple rough edges. You were overlooking those doubts because they became normal to you. And sometimes God is trying to show you, you still having doubt, you still having doubt, you still having doubt. And God is trying to build you up. And the only way to build you up is to knock you down a little bit, so fam. See, sometimes we gotta be knocked down to the ground real good, right? We gotta feel that flame and feel that it's hot in order for us to really stand strong and firm in our seat. So that when we get further along on the path and we start to see things that God already showed us 3 chapters back, we won't be fooled. Some of us, we still new in the spiritual world. We new to this lifestyle, and we think we got it all figured out. It's like you ever see those shows and you have the team that just knows it all, and as you watching, you like, they don't know nothing, you know. And when you new into a new lifestyle, that's what it's like, so fam. It may seem like you got it all figured out because you got some things figured out, and God is going to show you, babe, you got some learning to do. You got a couple more lessons to learn. You have some more practicing before I put you out there on the field. Ooh, but I put you out there with the big dogs, because the big dogs gonna eat you out, right? Ooh, good. So soul fam, when you fall down and you fall a little short, enjoy that session, enjoy that lesson, enjoy that time, and look in the mirror, okay? And look, really get a good look at yourself and say, all right, where was my heart? Where can I make changes inside so that I don't make these same mistakes? Trust me, so fam, there was a song when I first started on my journey, and I just was like, I got it all figured out. I am just, I was just hot, ready, and ready. And as time went on, and God was talking to me and working with me and polishing me up, and I took the time to look back at myself, because you only want to look back at yourself. You don't want to look over there, No, you're not trying to duplicate what anyone else is doing. You're trying to be a better version of yourself, right? And so when you look back at yourself, you start to laugh. Like, I was looking like that. I was saying that. You start to see where God was trying to work on that element in you, that characteristic in you. And when you start to see the work that God is doing in your life and how it takes time, you'll appreciate where you land. You'll appreciate where you at. You'll appreciate everything, and you'll be happy that you didn't rush. You'll be happy that you did fall. You'll be happy that you didn't get that $1 million you was asking for in the beginning. Sometimes we be like, Lord, I need more money. I need more money. I need more money. And God is like, no, you need a financial coach. You need a financial coach. I gave you enough money, right? God gives us enough. We just have to learn how to make it work to the max, right? We have to learn how to make it work to the max. It's like when you get a new pair of gym shoes. You're not gonna buy a new pair of gym shoes. Well, I'm not, or a pair of hiking shoes until them old hiking shoes is worn down. You gotta learn how to use everything to its last string. Be resourceful. Sometimes we don't know how to be resourceful, and we think money is gonna bring the answers to everything. If money was the answer to everything, we would probably all be quite all right, right? Money is not the answer that we're looking for. We have to heal our mind and heal our hearts, and really look in the mirror at things that we are taking for granted, and show more appreciation to it, and show more appreciation to our neighbors, to the people that we see. There's still days I go outside, I'd be like, hey, they don't speak. I keep saying, hey. I was so happy I learned that so bad. Before I started doing that, right, I used to think that this was a broken mindset that I realize now. But I used to think if I say hi and they don't say hi back, that they got my energy, And you're looking at it wrong when you think like that. When you take the power and the initiative and the strength and the courage to say hi to someone that may not speak to you, and you say hi from a genuine place, you don't lose, so fam. You don't lose. And it helps you face that rejection. Face that rejection. Okay, they didn't say hi back? Yeah. Yes. Rejection. Reject me. And it helps strengthen you up, so fam, I'm telling you. Because if you get upset when someone doesn't give you something that you're expecting, you're kind of putting more of your power in their hands, your happiness in their hands. No, I'm not saying hi to you because I need you to say hi back. I'm saying hi to you because I'm being polite, right? I learned to speak when I walk in a room. So I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me and God. And if God says speak, speak. And you'll start to see that little rejection, that little smirk, that ain't gonna phase you. Cause then when you phase that in bigger rooms, right? When you speaking in front of 50 to 100 people, you gonna be ready for that. You gonna be sitting there like, oh, I done practiced this 50 times. This is easy. So you wanna just do the work so bad for you. Do the work for God and do the work for you. Because that's the only way you're going to want to keep doing it. If you try to do it for any other reason, it's going to get old and it's not going to feel as fulfilling. It does not feel as fulfilling. So no matter what room you go into, no matter what position you go into, when you work on your relationship with God, those other relationships become easier. And that's the power of building yourself to the highest version of yourself that you ever gonna want to see. You gonna just be so happy that you did it now than later. Alright, so fam, if you ever want to book a session with me and talk about it, the details are always below. If you need a course, I have courses available. Check millionacademy.com. And if you want to read 77 pieces of poetry, book is available on Amazon.com. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and apply the knowledge. So fam, more importantly, apply the knowledge that you are hearing. Alright, so fam, the knowledge here for you is free.com. All you have to do is apply it and you'll start to see things start to shift and grow in your life. And you start to feel better about every day after today. Alright, so fam, Amelia Adair here. Thank you guys for always tuning in. And I'm going to see you at the next one. Bye for now.